Okay, this video is all about verification. Verification is where we get the user to confirm that what they typed is what they wanted to type. Only the user can do that. So verification is when we get the user to confirm that what they typed is what they wanted to type or enter. We have two methods of verification. The first one is double data entry. So this is essentially typing the data twice, comparing what was typed, the two entries, and if they're different, the user types them again. It's failed verification. The second method is user confirmation. So this is asking the user to enter the data and then showing it back to them on the screen and asking them if it's correct so they can read it and see if it was right or not. If they say it's not correct, then they can re-enter the data. Let's look at some practical examples. So question 1, write an algorithm in pseudocode which will ask the user to enter their name, verify the name entered. So we can go ahead and start off by asking them to enter the name, and we can store that using the variable name. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to create a loop that is going to keep going around until the user's confirmed that the information is correct. And to do that, I'm going to create a loop variable. I'm just calling it correct. I'm setting it to false. So it could be called verify or something like that. And I'm using a while loop here. So while correct is false, do. That means that because we've already set the loop condition to false, and the loop condition needs to be false for this loop to run, it's going to run automatically. So we're forcing this loop to start. Let's declare that variable that we just created here. So I'm declaring that. That's good practice. And the next thing we need to do is we just need to ask the user to confirm if that data is correct. So output you typed, name, which is going to show them the variable that they've just typed in. Is that correct? Type Y or N. So they're going to type a yes or no, depending on whether it's right or not. We need to use selection now to decide whether that was correct. So we'll input name verification, so that's the variable that's going to store their Y or N, and I'm declaring that, and then we have our selection statement. So if name verification equals Y, then correct is true. And what that means is, if it was correct, if they were happy, they've typed Y, correct is now true, which means that when this when our while loop finishes and it goes back up to test the condition, because the condition is no longer false, the loop will stop. So we've passed the verification. Else, we're going to output verification has failed. Please re-enter. And this doesn't change the loop condition. So the loop condition stays at false. So we keep going around until that happens. We end our while loop. So that's the first method, user confirmation. And now, double data entry is our second method. So this is the same problem again. So we're going to start off setting up our loop. So the loop's going to be the same. We're going to set our loop condition to false. And while the loop condition is false, we're going to keep on going around. We're going to ask them to enter the name. Now double data entry is going to need two variables because they're going to enter the name twice. So input name1, and we're going to declare that, and we're going to ask them to enter the name again. Okay, and then that's going to be name2. Now what we need to do now is we need to compare them. So if name1 is equal to name2, then we're going to say correct is true, and this will, as you can see from a previous example, this will stop the loop. So they've typed it in the same twice, it must be correct. Else, same as before, we're going to output a message to say the verification failed, please re-enter. Okay, and then we end our if statement, and we can end our end while. So you can see the difference between the two. So we've got two more goes at practicing this now. So let's have a look. So different question. Write an algorithm in pseudocode which will ask the user to enter their password. Verify the password entered. So have a go at this one. Pause the video and have a go at doing this one for using user confirmation. So we're going to ask them to enter the data. We're going to set up a loop, and we're going to show them what they typed and ask them if it's correct or not. Okay. So pause the video, have a go, and let's go through the answer. Okay, so we're going to set our loop condition to false, and while correct is false, we're going to start the loop. We ask them to enter the password, and we input that. I'm just going to declare that here. We show them back on the screen what they typed. Is this correct? You typed password, we'll just display the variable password, whatever they just typed. Is that correct, yes or no? And we're inputting that as a variable password verification. You could probably think of something a bit shorter than that. If password verification is equal to Y, we're going to set our loop condition to true, which means when we come back around, the loop will stop because the loop condition is no longer false. So this passed verification. Else, we're going to tell them it's failed and they'll have to re-enter the password because the loop condition is still false. So when we get to the end while, it's still false. So we're going to go through this again. But if they typed in a Y, correct is now true, once we get to the end while, we come back up here. Because correct is true, the loop will stop. Okay, so let's go on to the same question, double data entry. Write an algorithm in pseudocode which will ask the user to enter their password, verify the password entered. So this time you're going to ask them to enter it twice, compare the values. If the values are the same, then we can set our loop condition, change our loop condition so the loop will stop. So let's set up our loop. So correct is false, while correct is false, we're inside the loop, enter the password and input password 1. So we're going to need 2 variables this time. Let's go ahead and declare that as a string. That should be a capital P. Enter your password again, input password 2. So let's declare that again. That should be a capital P there. But we entered it twice. We can now compare them. Yeah, if they're the same, we can set our loop condition to true, which will stop the loop when we come back around. If they're not the same, we'll output an error message. The loop condition will stay as false. So when we come back around, we're back inside the loop again. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, question 3. So this last one, get to practice 2 of them. Maybe pause the video, have a go at this yourself, and then see how you get on. Right, write an algorithm in pseudocode which has to use to enter the favourite small spiking animal. Verify the animal entered. Okay, so we set up our loop again. So this loop will automatically start because correct is false. We ask them to enter the name of their favourite spiky animal. I guess most people would probably type hedgehog. Input spiky animal. Let's go ahead and declare that as a string. And we're going to confirm on the screen for them output. You typed spiky animal, that's the variable, so it will just display what they typed. Is that correct? Y or N? And the input will store their response to that. It will store the Y or N. Again, you could probably make something a bit shorter than that. If spiky animal verification equals Y, then we're going to set our loop condition to true, which will stop the loop when we come back around. Else, we're going to tell them verification has failed. They have to re-enter their favourite spiky animal again, and what will happen is the loop condition will still be false, so it will come back around. It will make them type it in twice again. Let's do our end while there. Okay, yep. So if they type a Y to confirm it's correct, then we will set the loop condition to true. So when we come back around, because the loop condition is no longer false, it will stop and the program will carry on because it's past verification. If they don't type Y, then the verification has failed. The loop condition stays as false, so we keep going around. Okay, right, last one. So let's try the same question. Double data entry. Okay, so we set up our loop again. Sorry if I was a bit quick. You could have paused the video to have a go at this one. We'll ask them to enter their favourite spiky animal, and they're going to enter it twice. So we're going to have 2 variables. So spiky animal 1. So let's declare that as a string. And we're going to enter it again. We'll declare that as a string as well. We'll compare them. If they're the same, then we will set the loop condition to true, which will stop the loop. If they're not, we'll tell them it's wrong. The loop condition will stay as false, so it will carry on. We've got our end if and our end while. So that's verification, 2 methods and an explanation of how it works. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.